Today I will be reviewing the Logitech G602 wireless gaming mouse. So here it is in the box. I have been using this for a while. It's not like it's brand new, but I saved the box. So let's look at the box quick. There's the mouse. There's a bunch of info on the side. You can read it there if you want, or on the back. And what else is here? So now I'll open it up. Like I said, I've already opened this up. I've already been using this mouse for several months, but I just wanted to show you what the box was like. So here's the mouse. There's a little plastic thing here. There's the mouse, and then here's the wireless receiver thing you plug into your computer. It's not Bluetooth, you have to plug this little thing in. Also in the box there's this owner's manual, setup guide. It's pretty straightforward, as well as some safety information. Taking a look at the mouse now, I really like this mouse. It's $35-ish. It's right now on Amazon. I saw it $36.99. Originally it was $80 supposedly. I don't know if that's completely true. I believe I got it for about 40 or 30, or about the same price. I think it looks really nice. This texture here is really nice here on the thumb grip. It almost feels like not sandpaper, but it's like they took sand and then put this plastic over top of it. It's a nice grip to it. These buttons are smooth and more grip on that side. Then there's these 4 gliders on the bottom. They're a little bit scratched up because I was using this thing without a mouse pad on like a rough table for a little bit, and I was pushing too hard, but I have a mouse pad now. Here's the on-off switch, sensor, and then in here there's 2 batteries. You can if you want just use one, and then this thing can, if you're traveling, can go right in there. But that goes into your computer. One thing with a wireless mouse you might be thinking to yourself is the latency. Isn't it, like, it's wireless, isn't it going to lag? It's bad for gaming, isn't it going to lag and you're not going to be able to play correctly? Well, no, that's not actually the case. It's been tested beside wired mouse, and it is just as fast as a wired mouse, and there's no latency. So one of the big reasons I like this mouse is because of all the buttons on it here. It's nice for macros or just assigning different things. I'm going to turn the mouse on now. I have it hooked up to my computer so that it's, works properly. Right off the bat here, you can see there's this switch. This, when it's green like that, is endurance mode. It will last longer, the DPI is lower. And then blue is performance mode. I normally keep it on green when I'm not using it, and then blue when I am. This little switch here. And then obviously scroll wheel. There's 11 buttons on here, so you got obviously left click, right click, middle click, and then there's 6 buttons on the side. This by default is forward, backward, and then battery life. It lights up here, so I believe it's still at full battery life. I've never even changed it. And then just by default this is 1, 2, 3, like the number 1, 2, 3. You can change that in the software, which I'll show you later. And then this is by default DPI up and down. It has 3 little lights there. And this thing here and this thing here, these are not buttons. Just beware of that. Okay, here is the software. I just got this off their website. Just a couple things I'll show you here. Here's where you can set up, change what the buttons do. So this is the default profile, like I told you, what everything does. And then here I made one for Fortnite. And a cool thing you can do, so I just was experimenting with this, the build ramp thing right there. Builds like floor, ramp, wall. Just you press that and boom, builds it. It's pretty cool. So that's what I have there. And then for Chrome I have that stuff there. So you can make new profiles. You can, so when something starts, you can make it automatically switches to that profile. So when Fortnite starts, it automatically switches there. When I'm in Chrome, it automatically switches to that. Otherwise, this uses default. So if I would go to Chrome, and then a thing pops up and says that it's switching to that, down in the right corner of your bottom right of your screen. If we go back here, the automatic game detection and onboard memory, you can store stuff on here about DPI and what stuff does and whatever. There's a few more settings here with DPI, and there's other stuff down here too, more than just the mouse. If you have more Logitech stuff, it would be in here, but I do not. Now after that look at the software, I will give some pros and cons. Big pro, I believe, is the price. It's very affordable, not even $40. It's very comfortable, and the grip is really nice. I think it looks nice. It fits in your hand nicely, like that. Your thumb doesn't slide on the mouse pad or whatever. I really like the grip. I don't think my hand's ever really gotten sore. The buttons are a big plus. You can program these to whatever you want. I really like those. In Chrome, I have copy and paste programmed in here. This is F5 for refresh. You can quickly put up and down your DPI in a game, for example, or whenever you want. And the battery, I think, is a plus in that it lasts for a long time, but you can't recharge them, and it can add a decent amount of weight. But you can only, if you want to, you can just use one battery. And a con is the weight. This thing is actually significantly heavier than most gaming mice. It is 152 grams, which I actually like heavy mice for some reason, but that might not be your thing, so just be wary of that. It's pretty heavy, and if you want, you can just have one battery to make it lighter, but it's still pretty heavy. But I like it nonetheless. It glides easily with all these gliders here. So in conclusion, I think this is an excellent mouse, probably the best at its price. So make sure you subscribe, comment what else you want me to be reviewing, like the video if you did, and comment if I missed anything as well. Subscribe so you know when my videos come out. I'll be making more. I believe my next one will be about a keyboard I got. So yeah, thanks for watching, and check out this mouse down below.